Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another episode of Worldwide Rush, where we are not far off claiming ultimate global dominance as we keep trying to buy out every remaining company in the game. Now, I'm doing pretty well, but we now have a slight problem where I only had a handful of companies left to to claim my dominance. We have an issue. The game has since updated and now completely changed the way in which you now buy out companies. For example, if I wanted to go ahead and buy this company, which you can see the company value is 5.8 or 5.9 million almost. That's all I needed previously, is to have enough money for the value of the company to buy them out, and I gain everything. Well, today, the game is updated. Everything is now changed, and if I go ahead and buy out the company, you will now see I have to buy shares. Now, you got to buy all the remaining shares. There's 10 shares available, and you have to legit, hold on, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, sorry, there's only 7 shares. There's 8 shares in total. And you got to buy the remaining 7 shares, and once you buy them, you can then buy the company out. But the problem is, look at the value of it. Okay, 1.2 billion is the value of a share. This is more than what the company's worth. So in the end, you eventually end up paying double what the company's worth, which is a huge problem. That's going to really go against me. But the only benefit is you now receive dividend payments from the companies for owning shares. So the more shares you own, the more percentage of the dividends you get. But also, right, once you own a company, they no longer go bankrupt like these and no longer exist. You can hire a CEO to run and manage said company and either make them expand the company further or just maintain them. So I can now actually, hostile takeover and then incorporate them under an umbrella of Fools Transport Inc. This is going to be wild. Now, I've managed to take out the biggest company in the game, technically, but not really, the Asian Transit. And I've since found out their actual hub city is now here. This is where they're operating from. But since I bought them out last episode, nothing has changed for them. Nothing at all. So I don't know if they're going to have a resurgence. At any time, they potentially could. I don't know what's about to go down right now, but we're getting quite a big, decent amount of cash right now. There's some flickering going on. I don't know what quite's going on right now with the UI. But I am hoping we're going to get close to 3 billion in operating profit, which will be absolutely amazing right now. And fingers crossed, boys, we could... Hold on. No. Boys, the Asian Transit Company is now making profit. Don't even lie to me right now that they're making a resurgence. They've got 4 vehicles. They're making a resurgence. Right. How much to buy these out? 14 million to buy a share. That's ridiculous. Right. We're going to forget that for a minute. And let's take a look at the other companies. So before we do this then, boys, I just want to say, if you are enjoying the series, smash that like button down below. Subscribe if you are new so you do get notified when more episodes do come out. Appreciate it. Now, Global Arctic is making the highest operating profit right now, so they probably make the most amount of sense to initially buy out. Now, to buy them out, like I said, we've got to buy the shares. A share is 1.6 billion, so we buy this. I now own a share. Other companies can buy shares from other companies, which is even scarier. But I can now, I'm assuming, keep buying, and I now own 5% of the dividends. So any dividends that get paid out, I get 5% of them. And, well, hold on. Is the share going up in price? I think I'm inadvertently increasing the company value, right? Buy another share, 3.2 billion. Okay, right, forget everything I said. We're now paying quadruple the original company value right now. So 4.8. Right, I now own all the shares, which means I can now manage the company to either take a dividend or take no dividends. Right. Now, to buy them out, I need 5 billion. Right, this is interesting. So I now get all statistics from the company that I can check out. So income's looking good. Expenses not looking too good. And that's because they've just bought a load of vehicles by the looks of it. At what point do I get a dividend payment? It's currently set at 0, the dividend. So let's see what this is going to be. So I'm waiting for a dividend payment to come out right now, which has just come out. Stuff has now changed. I got a dividend of 167 million. Now, thinking about it, if I took enough dividends from the company, does that eventually make its value go down? Like, what if I took more than what they actually earn? Could I make the company be worth less? Like, if I didn't take the dividend, then they'll have more money left over to expand. So I needed 5 billion before. Now I only need 4.3 billion. Right. No, oh, okay, now I need 6 billion. Right, this is all over the place. This is actually all over the place right now. Now I need 5.5. Right, okay, what was my dividend payment like this time round? Oh, are they sneaky? Did they actually lose money that year? That month, sorry, so I didn't get a dividend payment? I think they actually did, but now I'm going to get one, right? Dividends, 269 million. Right, still a long way away from what I was promised in the past. But I think I might need to figure out buying these out because they're just getting more and more expensive, aren't they? They really are. Right, I've got 5 billion in the bank right now. Okay? I'm getting a dividend payment from them, which is great. But I need to buy them out. Okay? I've got to buy them out right now. I've got to buy them out. So 5.5, I got 5.5 right now. There we go. I can now buy them out. That's as cheap as they're ever going to be for a long time. Buy shares. Bam. So I now technically own 100% of Global Arctic. And I've dramatically hemorrhaged the price. But also their operating profit is super low. Now that's because they're paying out dividends, of course. 500 million in dividends just got paid to me. Now, I've got two options. Okay, I've got two options now. I can manage the company, and I can either choose to expand the company, because I've now got a CEO in place. So you can either expand the company, keep spending money to grow it, or I could just sustain the company and take profits. Now, if I put my dividend down to 0, and I select to sustain the company, we'll get a true reading of how much profit that company is going to be making. So I reckon we just then technically just leave it alone for a bit and wait for it to kind of bounce back and then see where we're going to be at. Now, the more money it makes, the more dividends I could take out, or I could eventually just liquidate the company or merge the company and I get a lot of the goods back. But because I spent all that money, by the way, it does equate to my company's overall wealth. So I've now gone down to 40 billion value, which is not good. It's definitely not good right now. Now, Global Arctic is still losing cash right now. Why are you still losing cash right now? Expenses from planes, which is not looking good. Pollution tax. I don't know if this company is doing that good, if I'm being completely honest with you. Oh, no, it's now making profit. It's now back to making profit. Okay, perfect. Keep increasing in value, please. Right, what else can I eventually buy out then? So the American Ferry Company, are they pretty cheap to buy out? We can buy a share in them, which gives me a 3% dividend payment, which is not a lot, but it all helps out, okay? It all helps out right now. That's all I can say. That is all I can say. Imagine those companies buying us out right now and they were taking, dividend payments from my profits. Oh, that would really make me struggle to grow and expand. It really would. Now, something else I've got to eventually look at is taking a look at what lines are losing the most amount of cash. Because at the end of the day, boys, right, every line I save equates to profit because I'm not spending it. I know that sounds a bit weird, but I've just got rid of $200 million in losses. So that's an extra $200 million I'll have to spend again. I don't make it, I just don't spend it, if that makes sense. Interesting. Very interesting right now. So having the dividend payment as well coming through, that small 3% does equal a little bit more pennies in my bank account, boys. And we are making this company be more valuable. So I can eventually merge a company. I could liquidate it. Liquidate it, it sells off its assets, and I only get the company value back in return. But if they're cash rich, right, which their bank balance assumes they are, I could take a nice little divvy payment every so often. I've just got to work out what's good to take. Because I could take 100% of their profits. That's like something else I could do as well. But let's just leave it for a moment. I could milk the company dry. But let's just leave it for a moment. I could also set it to kind of continue to grow as well. That's something else that we can maybe eventually do. Right, so those other companies then. We are buying shares in this one. And we are taking a profit share. So if I take another payment, this is only going to be the downside of it, is the fact that we've got to buy these little shares little and often. Little and often right now. Does become a little bit of a pain. Really, really does right now. But it's 2.7 for the next share. Holy smokes, they've got me, haven't they, boys? They have got me right now. I might need to start focusing on actually creating some more profitable lines. Right, I can buy these shit. No, I can't. They increased in value. Oh no, or did I lose money? I think we might have lost a little bit of money. Right, buy you. I'm now getting a grand share of 8% dividends. So, look at that. Dividends, $500,000, baby. Now, obviously, I don't know whether I get the full amount of that or I'm only getting 8% of that. I'm not sure. I'm going to assume I'm getting 8% of that because my own company, which, oh, okay, I don't own everything. Right, that's interesting. How does that work then? So, it's to stop other companies buying me out, really, isn't it? Because I get all the money anyway. There is no dividend payments because nobody else owns me, so I'm getting all the money. So I think we're okay on that front. Right, the original company that I bought out right now, the 100%, is now... It's on a slow decline, though, isn't it? Do you reckon we change it to the company to grow? Do you reckon that's a good idea or not? Okay, they're back to making... They're flashing around making money and not making money. But they best make money right now because I need dividend payments. I need divvy payments, boys. Their bank balance is dwindling at the same time. Right. What's losing me cash? I wish I could. Oh, wait, I just realized I can select here all these lines. Wait, can I go? No. I can select a load of lines here. Does that mean I can then delete all these lines? And then delete. Obviously, it gives me a big payday, but also saves me a lot of money. I can filter it by... Ooh. Can I filter it by, like, losing money? Is that a potential? Efficiency. Less than 10%. Do you know what? Delete all of them. That might be the best way to do it. Was that system always in the game, or is that like a new thing right now? I'm not too sure. Oh, hold on. Now I want to do it for everything. Right, filter. Efficiency. If it's less than 10%, right, I don't care who you are, you're being sold. Sell. Because that's going to get rid of a lot of vehicles for me. Are we still losing? Right, there we go. Oh, snap. I think I've just deleted every single vehicle. Was the filter still on? Oh, the filter oh no. Oh no! Oh no! I've just accidentally deleted 6,000 buses. Right. Guys, be careful how you view this stuff. Okay, just be careful how you view it. Pay attention to how you're changing things. Alright, I'm going to go to there and then delete them. And then ships. We're going to filter this down to 10%. Right, that frees up a lot of dead vehicles in my company, so it should mean that I've got remaining what is technically profitable. But at the same time, I'm probably going to end up losing a lot more money because I have deleted a lot of buses. But then again, boys, look at my operating profit because I've got rid of everything that is technically losing me money. And I've inadvertently made myself the most profitable, the highest value company there is because I'm cash rich. Right, let's buy these remaining shares for this company. And then buy them out. And we're going to manage it, no dividends, to sustain, okay? So I've set both of them companies to pretty much do the exact same thing. And that's to sustain. Okay. Now, by me getting rid of a load of vehicles, it means there's a lot of passengers now that are no longer being transported, which is going to make more profits for the other companies. So I've got to be careful. I've got to be careful. What's the lowest value company right now? This China Voyages. Do you reckon we can buy these guys out? I'll give it a good go. We should have enough. We should have enough. Buy shares, and then we're going to sustain and take no dividends. I'm just trying to see where they all kind of level out at before I decide to do anything. So I've got 3 companies there that I now currently own 100%. I could choose to grow. Do you know what? I'm going to choose to grow them. Let's choose to grow and expand the global Arctic. Just because I've got rid of a load of vehicles, so there is going to be a lot of opportunity now for them. So global Arctic was 6 billion in valuation. It is slowly decreasing. But I'm giving them the opportunity right now to grow and expand. So let's see what they do. This is one of the major hubs here for that company. I can't do anything with it, can I? I can't, like, buy that, because that company technically owns it, but I own the company, so I don't know how that works. Yeah, I can't add anything to it. So I'll just let it do what it's got to do. There's no stress, no drama to do anything right now, apart from buy other companies out. So, Royal Alpine, we're going to buy these guys. And I should be able to buy this company out at the same time. Buy shares. And I'm going to take... You know what? No, I'm going to leave it to 0 and let them all expand. And I'm going to let the other 2 companies expand as well. So let's just see how they can grow. They're on expand right now. It's either a good thing or a bad thing. I haven't yet decided if it's a good thing or bad thing yet. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure, but it could mean that they eventually become more profitable once they start creating more routes. Right. Okay. Let me check my vehicles again. So efficiency, anything less than 10. I mean, they're making money. I wish there was a better way to view this than just like on efficiency, like profitability percentages maybe. Because some of that stuff there is not looking too good, bruv. The planes are my biggest problem. Oh, I'm going to get rid of them. I think I should just leave it as it is now at this point, right? We should just leave it like that. I don't even think I'm transporting 1 million people in a single month now, am I? Because of all the stuff I've kind of now low-key changed? No. I've gone back to being less than 1 million. Oh my goodness me. Right, okay. Okay. So, cities will shrink in size. We're going to take a look at the Balkan transport right now and slowly start to buy out chunks of them. Alright, oh, no, I don't want to sell. Oh, I just realized I can also sell shares as well. Right, buy those guys out. And then I won't take any dividends, and just allow them to keep expanding. Just keep expanding, boys. So that is now 5 companies I've bought out 100%. And those 5 companies are at the very bottom. Okay, that's all we need. In terms of company value, they're at the very bottom because they need time to now reinvest and then regrow. That's what they need. That is what they need time to do. Oh my goodness. It feels weird now. Now that I got rid of so many vehicles, it feels weird seeing how minimal the stuff is, but there is room for these companies to grow a bit more over here right now as there's less competition for them. So they could pick up the slack to where I was originally losing money, even though a lot of my vehicle routes were making money. I'm still annoyed by that. I'm still so annoyed by that right now. But that's okay. Okay, that is okay right now. So there's still the bottom 5. That is what we're paying attention to. But they're all in expand mode. They're not in kind of sustain mode just yet. They're all in expand mode. So like I said, give them a little bit more time. 127 vehicles, 128 vehicles. Are they still 129? They are buying more and more vehicles slowly, so they're on a mass expansion, which is why it feels like they're not making any progress right now. Now, in the meantime, can we sustain our progress? The Arabian fleet right now is the next one on my list. That is going to cost me a huge chunk of change to be able to buy out. So we'll see how far we can go, and while we do that, we'll keep taking dividend payments. And then this should be the last one I'm able to afford. And then I'm probably going to need 5 billion by the time I can buy that last share. And then even more to buy out the company. But at least I'm taking dividend payments in the meantime to kind of gain me that little bit of cash. That's all I can say. That's all I can say at this point. Right, more indirect traffic problems. I get it. A lot of cities will be shrinking because we're no longer going there, which is going to heavily reduce the global transportations. Now, you know that company that we hindered and then they've come back slightly? They've now got 2 hubs. But they are so cash rich. It's unreal how cash rich they are. Right, have we got enough right now to... Oh, there we go. We can buy that last share. And then to buy the company, we need 4.9 billion, boys. 4.9 billion. Right, we've got enough. Oh, we literally almost had enough. Okay, we've got enough. Buy. They've just reinvested. Right, continue to expand the company. I'm taking no dividend payments yet until I'm ready to. I'm putting us in a prime position. A prime position. So these guys had 129 vehicles the last time I checked. Now look at them. 143. 144, sorry. Let's go. So they've dipped down when they bought them out. Then they're making a slow resurgence back upwards. And when they're in prime position, we dividend tax them. It's not really a tax, but there we go. I pay tax on dividends, but it's not really a tax taking the dividends. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean, boys. So again, I'm just letting them reinvest what they're currently making before we go on global expansions. That's all I'm doing right now. That's all I'm doing. So the next company on my hit list is Global Latin. which headquarters in Milan. Very nice. Now, this company is going to be super expensive as well to slowly buy out. But we'll do what we can do to take dividend payments. Can I go for one more? Not quite just yet. Hold on, I'm going to wait for this next month. There we go. It's reduced in price slightly. So I'm now taking a 10% of all their profits, which will pay for future purchases and hopefully slightly devalue them, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to see on that one, boys. We'll have to see. So, how are we doing now? The Balkan company is the one that's probably growing the most. This China Voyages... Oh, hold on. No, not China Voyages, sorry. Global Arctic. No, it's not you. Which is the one... Was it again, sorry? It was you. American Ferries, that is headquarters up here in the Nordics. These are the ones that I'm kind of watching slightly because they're investing in the right way and they're becoming more valuable. Even though it doesn't feel like it yet. Even though it doesn't feel like it, they are. Because once I turn them into sustain, the profits will be so high. They will be so high. Right, can I buy a few more of this company now? So 3.2, 3.7, 3.7, and then we're going to need 4 billion to buy them out. So, I'm going to take the worst performing one, China Voyages, the lowest value company. I'm gonna change them to sustain. And let's just see how quickly they then climb in value because they're not investing their excess cash at that point. I think they do invest it, but they're kind of like sustaining it, like I said. So instantly, they've jumped up a spot. $4 billion valuation right now. Okay. Instantly jumped up a spot and look at their operating profit. Right. And now they are... Hold on, where did they go? Value. China Voyages. Is here. Oh. They jumped up again. They jumped up again. So you can see the difference. And then I can start taking 20%. I can even take 100% of all that profit. But I'm just going to let them tick along slightly. There's no stress right now. There's no stress. But this other company, I'm trying to now buy the last little piece. There we go. Manage them, take nothing, and expand. So they'll now start reinvesting themselves. You've got to give them time. Now I'm realizing you've got to give them time. So, China Voyages, are you the one sustaining? Yes. So, it's a little bit of a weird one right now. Because even though they're sustaining, they still can invest. It's all dependent. It is all dependent, but we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good, and we're taking no profits. We're not skimming anything off the top just yet. So that leaves me with 1, 2, 3, 4 companies now remaining. Oh my, oh my. Oh my, oh my, right now. This is wild. This is going to be wild. So I reckon, do we allow them to expand, but I take dividends when they do make profits? It's probably the way we're going to have to go about it. So what I'm saying is I'm going to take 50% profit if you make profit, but I will allow you to continue to expand. So we'll milk the company that way. Okay, we're going to milk them for half of everything they've got, but they can expand. Now, it doesn't hinder any of their growth. Right, you're done. Because they can still expand. It's just if they make any profit, I take half of it. Right, Global Latin. There we go. American Ferries. Because I've got to get paid somehow, boys. I've got to get paid somehow. Did I do American Ferries? I literally just did that one, right? China Voyages. Yep, done you. I think I'm on Arabian Fleet next. Thank you very much. The Royal Alpine. Thank you very much. The Balkan. Thank you very much. And there we go. So it does rapidly increase my revenue income. So if I pause and I check my finances, I earn 5 billion just from dividend payments. Is that not glorious? Or is that not glorious right now? Beautiful. So I'm earning more from dividend payments than anything else. Oh, this is beautiful. So I gave them time to expand and then I took advantage of them. Perfect. Perfection, boys. So who's next in my list? Nordic? How expensive are you? We should be able to buy Nordic out right now. And then do this. I might just do the same to them instantly. And leave it as that. Obviously, the dividend payments will get smaller because the company will start to lose more money because they don't really have the full funds for expansion. Well, I'll take 50%. And at any point, I can just get rid of the companies. That's the other great thing about all of this. Right, so there's only 3 other companies that I technically do not own. And, oh my goodness me. It looks like the operating profit is minimal. And I've completely devalued the companies. But there is a good reason for all of this. There is a good reason. I am sucking out all the cash. If, guys, if there is any profits to take dividends from. So we'll suck out what we can. We'll take what we can. And then we'll put a dent into the Iberian Bus Company next. So these will be... I don't know if I'm able to buy these straight away. Buy them out. We'll give it a good go. No, it's become expensive right now. That's a solid company growth right there. They've got a lot of vehicles. A lot of vehicles right now. Now, we've got to be a bit careful because this company is hemorrhaging money. And my operating profits are going to be next to 0 soon. So I might have to allow them to go back on a little bit of an expansion or sustain. One or the other. One or the other right now. All right, can I buy the remainder? 5.6. And that one's going to be 6.3. Damn, they've got me, boys. They've got me right now. Can I grab this one? And then 6 milli. Oh! That's what I'm talking about, boys. Right, what do we do about this company right now? Looking so close to the brink. In St. Petersburg. Do we do anything about this? Because they're losing cash. It's coming from dividends. Do you think I've milked them enough at this point? I feel like I've milked them enough at this point. So let me just get this last one here. Right, managed company. Let's go for 50%. Right. 50%, boys. Crawl back some of that money I've just invested to buy them out. And then we've only got 2 now remaining. This is glorious. This is absolutely glorious. So my profit, my income is getting lower and lower right now as the dividend payments do get smaller and smaller. So we might now go back to 0 on all of these to allow them to build back up again. So you just take what you can from them. You milk what you can. And allow them to grow back. And that's it. And then we'll repeat the cycle after. We will repeat the cycle after. Give them time to expand again. So they get to keep all their profits this time. And it's up to them what they do with it. But I wish there was a better like a management system of this rather than going through it all individually one by one. Because I kind of forget who I've clicked on and who I haven't clicked on. Did I do China Voyages? I did, yes. Okay, so 22 billion in the bank. To buy the Transit Southern is going to be a big issue. Because they are going to get expensive very quickly. Yes. I own half the company right now, technically, so that's 10% shares I'm now getting. But that's all I'm getting. That is all I'm getting. They're all now going back to making money again before I milk them all dry. Meh, 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 meh. I could also just take over the companies as well, so I could gain all their vehicles and everything that they earn becomes mine instantly, but I like the idea of allowing them to expand and just capitalize on more stuff. So they've got 49 vehicles currently, this company, the Royal Alpine Shipping. And I don't know how soon until they decide they need to expand again. If they expand again, that is the question. They seem pretty sure of themselves to be operating in this area. Now, you know what's crazy? I could operate a company without having a single vehicle at this point. Like, I could sell all my vehicles and then just earn revenue from the dividend payments. It's a terrible business model, right? It is a terrible business model, but that's what I could do, because in reality, my income right now, we've got dividend payments coming in. And we could live off that, but it's not a steady growth. It's not a steady growth right now. Right, let me buy some more out of this company. There's only 3 more I've got to buy before I got to buy them. Which I can buy those 3. 8.5 billy is what I need next. Right. Right. So they're not really doing that well. They've now managed to go up to 99 vehicles, but I think it's because they're... I don't think it's the case that they're not doing well. They're just they're investing more and more. But they're going to be a pain to buy out. They really are. Right. I don't know what to do about all these vehicles now, to be honest with you. Can I buy that last chunk? I can buy the share. And I'm going to take 50% straight off the bat to recuperate some of my investments. Right. That is all done. Okay. There is only one company now remaining that I don't own. The Asian Transit Company. They're going to be a pain to buy out. 13 for each one. I could actually buy into them and then start taking dividends from them. But they're so cash rich. I'm just buying their cash reserves is what I'm doing. That's the one thing I'm doing right now is buying their cash reserves. Right, so if I was to do something with these companies, and let's say I could either liquidate them, get $500 million, or I could merge the company and gain all its assets. I'm probably going to do that. Because at least I gain the money from the lines, which over time will pay me more than anything else. But I will inherit some of their terrible lines. The Balkan one will do the same as well. Merge the company. Very good. The Royal Alpine right now. Still only 49 boats. Nice steady incline. We'll merge the company. Make it ours, boys. Make it ours right now. Get more money in our bank. And Where are we at now? So my valuation is 40 billy. I could buy a singular share to begin with. And it's begun. It has now begun. The buyout of that company. Oh no. Oh no. Right, we're taking 50% dividends from that company. So my finances in general anyway, we're getting 2 billion a month coming in from dividends, which is nice. And do I now need to look at what's inefficient and what isn't? I think I do. So get rid of what's underperforming. And that saves me a lot of pain and heartache. And then I could maybe look towards buying another chunk. Now this next one is 17, but the company has gone down in value slightly because now all of a sudden they're paying out any profits from their dividends. Which could eventually mean that they start eating into their cash reserves. Which could be a thing. Their company value just dropped 3 billion. That might be what I need to do. It actually might be. So I think we might have a game plan for ultimate domination. So I think we'll end it here. And I can guarantee next episode will be the last one in the series. As I claim my global dominance. Now it makes me question. Wouldn't it be cool to maybe either do this challenge again or start in a localized area with a bunch of AI with this new company buyout feature? I think it could. It would also get a little bit crazy. Just saying. Just saying. But how is that company now doing? 52. Wow, they've dropped big. They've dropped big, so I buy another share on a discount, boys. Again, all I'm doing is buying their cash reserves because they've got no assets of any use to me. Crazy, right? Absolutely crazy right now. But there we go. We're doing okay. We've dropped their company value even more as they've got to keep paying out dividends to me. Those dividends are looking pretty juicy right now. Very nice, very nice. And the inevitable is about to happen. See how this concludes in the next episode, guys. Until next time, I will see you all soon. So goodbye.